How's it going, everybody? My name's Harrison Singer, and I'm sitting here with Loud Luxury, the dynamic duo consisting of Joe and Andrew. Joe, Andrew, what's up, guys?
Hello.
We're going to be chopping it up with Loud Luxury on the Juice for a little bit, just getting to know Joe and Andrew. But before we start, there's just one thing. Follow the Juice on Instagram at Z89TheJuice. Follow us on Twitter, too, at Z89TheJuice. Anyway, Joe, Andrew. How's it going, guys? So, you guys are originally from Canada.
Yes,
so
sir.
you met at college in London, Ontario. Which college was that?
Called Western. It's actually very similar to this school. Like, I don't know, just like the vibe. Like, we were walking around and we've just been kind of driving around. It really reminds us of back home.
The snow, for one, right? What else? Exactly. What else about it?
Well, I mean, we came and played Juice Jam before, and that was a crazy party.
That was
And
fun.
I think Western was one of the only Canadian schools that's ever cracked Playboy's party school rankings. So I think we have that much in common as well. But still, you know, we get our work done. We go hard academically, too. But definitely a good party vibe as well.
That's great. I was going to say, we are the #1 party school in America, at least. So
Really?
Right now? Review. That's
Congratulations.
So I was going to ask if you guys, having been to Syracuse before, if you've been any of the parties on
No, we've not partied here. We've only been in Juice Jam. That's it.
And you're in and out too. You're off to Brooklyn tomorrow.
It sucks because we have to leave pretty early tonight, but we're gonna party after a little bit.
For sure, after the show, of course. But you're off to Brooklyn tomorrow, right? And you were in Boston, Connecticut, Philly.
Yeah.
We're going on a show every day at this point, basically. And, you know, we got this, then New York, and after that, we basically have a show
DC,
every day
yep.
until the end of the tour, which is at the end of the month.
This is the longest like stretch of shows that we're gonna have on the entire tour because literally it's like 20 shows or something in a row.
Like
Every night
no days
with a
off.
show? Like,
No days off.
That's what we're saying. Like, literally every night we have shows.
that's crazy.
It's kind of dope.
So you like it? It's like
Yeah, it's fun.
I mean, when you come here and you have a sold-out show that you're playing in Syracuse, it's like, that gives us energy, you know? That gives me, like, adrenaline. It's like, why would I want to do that just over and over again? I'm kind of, like, addicted to it.
When was the first time you both of you guys performed in front of like a big crowd and you were the star of the show?
Like, as the main artist? Because I still remember one of the very first shows that we did together. We'd opened for Zed's Dead at Western, the college that we went to. And that was, like, the first time ever really playing for a crowd.
Yeah,
That
I think
was
one
hype.
of like the main ones was like at our like main venue in our hometown. And that one, like, that was pretty cool. Like, I remember coming back and, like, it was just, like, a huge party. Kind of, like, same sort of vibe for tonight.
So, obviously, your body, over 600 million streams on
Crazy.
Spotify right now. That's crazy.
We're still in disbelief.
I was going to say, did you ever expect something blowing up like that? It's crazy. Do you think you guys get a little extra love for the song or kind of in general when you're walking the streets in Canada versus down in America? Or how's that go?
Same.
Yeah, it's great everywhere.
You guys been out to L.A., Florida, any of the warm weather? You like the warm
We
weather?
live in LA currently.
Okay,
but
so...
Yeah, we've been there. That's where we made Body, actually. But it's been probably about 4 years that we've been there.
All right, so Armin van Buuren brought you in. Can you talk about how influential he's been and what he has meant to your guys' career thus far?
He's not influential only musically, you know, of course, being one of the first artists that we got into in dance music, but working with his label and kind of having him as a role model. He's a bit older, he's married, he plays a show almost every day, but still holds down family, you know, and he's really grounded. And it's a good reminder just because, you know, I think both of us can get a little bit carried away sometimes, whether it be in party life or socializing and all that. So just seeing the people that are the best at what they do, how grounded they are.
Emulate.
Yeah, it's kind of like a good mentor for us
He's
to
been-
just make this a
He's
long,
been really good.
Yeah, a long, successful career.
And they're the only ones that signed Body.
Oh, wow.
Nobody else wanted it.
Yeah, everyone turned it down.
That's actually crazy. That was a complete hit. But you guys just dropped I'm Not Alright.
Yeah, with Bryce, fine.
Yep.
How excited are we about that?
That's a great one right now. I mean, we've just been putting all of our energy into that and this tour basically right now. So it's been really awesome.
What was... I don't want to put you guys on the hot seat and make you single, you know, a specific song or body of work, but what do you guys say you've had the most fun working on as far as EP, your remixes, like recently?
I think Body, you know,
Yeah.
that was definitely really special.
That took the longest. That took almost like a year to make, I think. Yeah, because we were sitting on it for a while and like nobody was signing it and we didn't know what we were doing. So, I mean, we made that one and like that was fun to make just because we made it like not really thinking like, oh, this is going to be the hit. Like, we just made it because we were like, oh, this is a cool song and like maybe we'll release it. Like we even made the music video. We made the music video just one day because our videographer was in town. staying with us, and he was like,
I love these kind of stories.
literally, he's just like, oh, like, do you guys want to like go film something? Like, I'm here, like, maybe we should do something. I'm like, I don't know, like, we have this song, like, we're kind of working on it. It's not even close to being done, but like, maybe we could do something for it. And then he's like, sure. And then we like went out and shot the video for it.
That's so casual. I love that. But you won a Juno Award for Body. What was winning that award like?
Well, for those that don't know, just because I don't expect everyone here to know everything about Canadian culture, the Junos is basically like the Canadian Grammys. And not only did we win for Best Dance Recording, but we also were nominated for Song of the Year against like Shawn Mendes and Alessia Cara and like a bunch of artists. So we knew we weren't going to win that because it's Shawn Mendes. But just to be up in those names and kind of have a dance record, you know, transcend pop culture and be, you know, just recognized as some of the best songs of that year, that was really, really humbling for us. And it was actually in London where we first met, so that was a very big
like
full
I'm
circle
from
moment.
London, and they raffle it every year, kind of like they do the Olympics, where it's like a different city every year. So it was really special and cool because it was in London last year. That's where I was born. That's where Andrew and I met. That's where we began everything. So it was really cool and special to be able to win an award there.
I also got asked away from stuff that you guys do, though, and I know a lot of people take a lot of pride in it and don't always share, but what are some of your guys' music tastes as far as other artists go? And
We love hip hop.
Hip hop,
I'm always
okay.
just listening to a lot of hip hop at the gym, stuff like that. But I pretty much like anything. Like I grew up listening to rock, like punk.
Are you, Andrew?
I grew up in the same area as like Party Next Door and a bunch of artists from that vibe. So that's what really was like the thing that got me passionately in love with music. And to this day, you know, we still listen to like a lot of artists like Post Malone, Drake, that sort of thing on the side.
So Drake's probably big up in the Great White North, right? Yeah.
You bet.
Yeah. Joe, who's some of your like favorite hip hop artists?
I would say if we had to work with somebody right now, it'd be Drake.
That's the top.
100%.
That's cool.
100%.
That's cool. What do you think about him getting booed out? Because everyone was expecting Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
It was.
He got set up for failure, if you ask me. You know, it's just about knowing your
I think
audience.
it's just rude though too. Like
It's just about knowing your audience. Like, 'cause-
yeah, I mean, it is what it is, but I don't think people should be doing that anyways.
Yeah. But we kind of had something happen to us this spring where we played a concert at a place I won't name, and we played opening up for a really big hip hop artist, and
We got
basically
booed.
kind of got the same experience
We
as
got
Drake,
booed.
where we got booed. And you know, I'm sure he feels the same way, where he's like, oh, it doesn't really matter. It was just probably not the right audience for me to do that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like if Slayer, which is a great metal band, showed up to a bar mitzvah, I'm sure they'd get booed, even though they're like one of the best bands in their field. You know, it's just about knowing your audience.
Yeah.
You know.
So I guess outside of music, it's just getting to know you guys as people. What do you guys do in your spare time?
I love
At
spicy
the
food.
gym, hiking, yoga. We just came from the gym. That's why we look so disheveled right now.
That's cool. Yeah, so what would you say is one thing that the world might not know about you guys that's just super interesting that you feel like, oh, God, fans follow me? Like, they got to know this.
So after we graduated from college, we actually finished our degrees against all odds. We decided to take a chance and move to Los Angeles with basically no money in our pockets, had no reason or to really do it, but we just
Dream in a cardigan.
Yeah, seriously. So all we could afford at that time in rent was just a one-bedroom apartment because we wanted to block off room for the studio, but we couldn't afford another bed, so we legit just took the one bed that came with the apartment and put a bunch of pillows between it, and for like 2 years slept in the same bed.
Gotta do what you gotta do, right?
That, like, at that point, you guys have to be inseparable.
Student life
at that
continued.
point.
Let's just say that the student life continued.
Yeah, let's just say dating was non-existent at that time.
Yeah.
But
Somebody
you know,
actually thought we were together. I remember going on a date and like bringing them back, and I was like, "Oh yeah, like this is Andrew, whatever." And then like a week later, they're like on the phone. I remember talking. And they're like, "Wait, you're not like together?" And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "No, we are not."
yeah. I mean, sleeping in the same bed definitely gave the wrong idea.
It gave
but
a
we
wrong
are not-
impression for sure.
We're not
for
an
sure.
item, I can assure you that.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, you know, we just made a lot of sacrifices because we believed in this, and sleeping in that same bed brought us to where we are today.
When did you first meet? Like, do you guys remember?
Yeah,
We met the first time I was the president of the DJ club, like producer club at our university, and it was the first meeting, and we held it at my house.
Okay.
And Andrew was there, and then I just remember talking to him afterwards, and I was like, "Oh, like what's your story?" kind of thing. And then we got in the studio like that week, I think, and started making music.
That's awesome. So since starting to make music and obviously blowing up, what has been the biggest difference or differences since, life after fame?
The things that I think you'd expect us to say, like fake friends and drama like that, not at all. I think the main challenge has just been staying in shape and healthy while basically playing a show every single day, kind of being in a party environment. You know, we are party starters, right? So kind of having that pressure to drink and trying to stay healthy in spite of all of that. You know, I went from basically never having lifted a barbell in my life to suddenly we had to go to the gym every day just to keep up with this lifestyle. Yeah.
We went from like 30 shows or something the first year that we did it to now like I think like almost 200 or something this year. Like it's gonna be like probably around that.
20 something right in a row. Like, is that, would you say, really important? Like being physically in shape?
Physically
and
Of course.
mentally.
Of course,
Yeah.
you have to be.
Would you
Otherwise
say
you
that's
feel like
something
crap.
more important as crowd hypers versus a more mellow?
No, it's not
No,
about that
it's
because
not
I could
about
be
that.
completely hungover. Like I have not slept in 2 days and go play a show and there's like 20,000 people and I'll have motivation and I'll be like stoked because it's happened before where I've like gone on and I'm like I don't know if I can do this and then I get on and I'm like okay I can do this and then afterwards I'm like toast for the rest of the day. But it definitely helps if you're working out and you're staying healthy and eating right and you're on the road.
What we're talking about more is just when the party's over and the lights go down and all that, day to day, do you feel good mentally and physically? You know, not just talking about the 1 hour of your day that you're up there.
Makes a lot of sense. So, last question before I let you guys go. You got a big show tonight. But what's next for Loud Luxury? What do you guys hope the next 5, 10, even 20, 25 years hold?
Well, we're going to finish up this tour at the end of the month in December. It's going to be done. And then we're going to move back to LA because right now we sold our place in LA, so we got rid of it.
Relocating in LA?
Yeah, we're going to just, because we got rid of it just because we were on the bus now. We're living there for 4 months, so we're like, you know what, may as well just, and we wanted to move anyways. But we're going to move back to LA. And we're going to work on, like, we have a bunch of new music that we've been sitting on. We're going to play it tonight. You're going to hear it. And we're just going to keep working on some new tunes.
Awesome.
And we're playing in Vegas 36 times next year.
36 times over the whole count? Wow.
We just want to be there as much as possible. We live in LA right now, and it's like we've pretty much played every city in the United States right now that has like more than 100,000 people
You
in
throw
it.
a dart at
so
a
what
map,
do you do
and
next?
it's literally
You know what
like
I
we
mean?
played there, basically.
Yeah, this fall, pretty much, you know, there's a million options where you could have seen us. So now we're like, all right, let's scale things back, spend some more time in the studio, and just play in Vegas as much as we can.
How many colleges have you guys been to?
Lost
A lot.
count.
A
Lost
lot.
count.
A
I have a closet full of sweaters of all these random sports
Jerseys.
teams. Yeah. My favorite sweater right now that I have is this one from a bar that got demolished and was a big controversy in University of Illinois. It's like an old sweater from there from the 90s that someone randomly gave to me when we were there last week, and it's just become my new favorite sweater. Like I have weird souvenirs like that from every
I
college.
collect Sigma Chi t-shirts.
How did this happen? Like, how did this person give you a sweatshirt that's like super normal? Oh, it's just
We were
we're doing it. We're
at
doing
the
an
place
after party.
playing. Yeah, and then I was like, hey man, like, do you have anything University of Illinois that I can just wear at the frat party because I feel like they'll appreciate it? And he's like, here's this random bar sweater, and I'm like, great, you know, but it's priceless because so many memories have been made there. You know, to like have a piece of that, it's like cool.
Yeah, I wore a Sigma Chi sweater that was like 10 times too big for me, so I was kind of swimming in it. But I sort of like tucked it in and just like, I was like, whatever, I'll make do.
Would you say favorite city, but also favorite college? Like, it's a two-part question.
Can't answer
Well,
that.
if I don't say
Can't answer
Syracuse,
that,
I'm hoping Syracuse will come with it tonight, and then they'll be our new favorite.
Yeah.
That's a good way of putting it, for sure.
But if there's anything else, I got to give mad love to like the OG schools that we're playing at in Canada, Western, Queens
Western
as
always shows
well.
up.
Very honorable mention.
McGill in Montreal.
Yeah,
of
McGill's
course. Yeah,
lit.
we did a McGill Frosh event too, and it's one of the few places where you're allowed fire inside. So we just had fire going off the entire
was
time during our
wild.
set. I had to check my eyebrows after.
Where in Canada do you spend the most time?
Toronto.
Yeah, we've been everywhere though.
All right, well, cool. That's all I got for you guys. But
Thank you so much for having
Thank
us.
you
Thank
for taking the
Thanks for taking the time.
But before we head on out, one quick, albeit important reminder. Be sure to follow The Juice on Instagram at Z89TheJuice, Twitter as well at Z89TheJuice, and certainly while you're at it, follow the guys straight ahead of me as well. That's at Loud Luxury on Instagram and at Loud Luxury on Twitter too. Have a good one, everybody. For Harrison Singer and Loud Luxury, see you guys later.
Thirsty, thirsty, trying to choose. I got the juice. I got the juice. I got the juice.